We are live! Everybody that wants to share an amazing landscape photo taken on your phone, stay tuned and look on screen because today's tutorial we're going to make you an amazing photographer with the Snapseed app. Our objectives for today are going to be 1. Remove the grayness of the photos, and on the right hand side you have the before. Number 2, bring out the colors. And number 3, we're going to be adding sharpness and texture. You can see below on the right the after photo, and thanks to Emese Tóth for this photo. Remember that you guys can also download the same photo to follow along with the tutorial. I am Giselle Behrens for Photo TV NYC with live tutorials helping you make better and amazing photos. So if you do want to learn how to do that in seconds, hit that subscribe button because we're live every day around noon just for you. So over here, I am over here, woohoo! And to my right hand side, I have my cell phone screen, which is actually live. So I'm live, the cell phone is live, we're all live, and we're going to be adding some adjustments to make this landscape cool. So we're going to be using Snapseed app, which is completely free. You guys can download it. Down below are the links, and it is by Google, so you can download it for iPhone and Android. Once you have it open and downloaded the photo or selected one of your own photos, tap on that big plus sign that appears on your screen, and let's locate today's photo. It's right here, and this is our main workspace. So in our workspace, we're going to locate tools, and we're going to start with Tune Image. Tune Image are really our general adjustments. With your finger slightly pressed on the screen, just drag up and down and you'll be able to make that pop-up menu come up. We're going to start with brightness and start our way down. So on brightness, we're going to add, because it is a little bit dark, especially on the lower part of the photo, so we're going to add until we start seeing more details on the buildings. And I'm going to add around 47. You guys look on screen, and here you can see my values that I'm adding, but there's no right, there's no wrong. It's about experimenting and feeling the photo. You guys as editors have the power to tell the story with how we are sharing this photo. So I'm going to continue down, and the contrast is going to add some blacks. So I'm going to add blacks up to around 45, and blacks are going to help us make this gray city start really popping out. So it's going to add dimension to the photo. Now we're going to go to saturation, and I absolutely love how this photo has some pink in it. Take a look on screen so you guys can see and appreciate the pink on the sky. I absolutely love it. So by adding some saturation, I'm hoping to enhance the information that's already on the photo. So let's take a look. I'm going to add, and I just want to make it pop out very subtly. So I'm going to add around 37, and you can start seeing how this pink starts coming out, as well as how the red little roofs start popping out in tiny places of color on the photo. So continuing down, ambience, you can just go ahead, experiment with this tool, drag it to the right, drag it to the left. Right now I'm going to drag it to my right hand side, and I'm going to add just a little bit around 19, and what the effect that it's giving this photo is that it's opening up more the city so we can have more details and our eyes can just bounce around more in those small buildings. We're going to continue. I'm going to skip highlights, go to shadows to make our blacks even blacker. And that's, you're going to see when you do this adjustment, how the city starts coming between background and foreground, and it's a small play of this dimension of the photo. And finally, warmth, because I want to enhance the pink on my sky, and I want to as well enhance how the sun rays were hitting the buildings and they became a little bit warmer. Warmer adds yellow. So I'm just going to add a touch, add around 9. We are done with the general adjustments. I'm going to go ahead and press my check mark down below on the right, and again back in tools, locate details, which is a triangle, an inverted triangle. It's an inverted triangle right there. And now we're going to have structure and sharpness. So structure and sharpness are going to add sharpness to the photo, and this is going to help us bring out our textures. So starting with structure, I'm going to add around 48, and with my pop-up menu, I'm going to go to sharpening and add around 28. Now take a look on screen because I do want to show you the before and after. Many times we don't even notice that an image is a little bit blurry. So take a look at this building, and I'm going to press on the before and after icon, which is right here. I'm showing it to you on screen on the upper right, and I'm just going to press on it. Take a look and don't blink because you'll miss it. Here's the before and here's the after, so you can see how this adjustment so drastically enhanced our textures, and we didn't even know that it was blurry. So go ahead and press your check mark, and today's last tool is pretty awesome. It is called HDRscape. I love to use this for landscapes as well as for people, but right now we're going to use it for landscapes. So make sure that you are on your nature icon here on screen. I'm showing it to you, and you want to drag this filter all the way to the left to make it look like 0. Now when it's on 0, we very slowly want to slide our finger to the right because we want to augment this filter, but we don't want to give it too much of an enhancement because or else it starts looking a little bit too strange. So I'm just going to leave it on 21. Take a look at the before and the after. It really enhances everything that's going on the sky. You can see how the clouds start coming out. Even the colors become more enhanced. I'm going to go ahead, press my check mark, and we are done with this photo. Anytime that you're in your main window, just take a look, press on your screen, and you can take a look at the before and the after just by toggling on and off, and you can see where we started, where we ended. These are some quick adjustments that with practice, you guys are going to be able to do it, I bet you, in 20 to 25 seconds. Let's say 25 seconds. And if you don't believe me, practice, and I assure you that in a few days you will be there. Once we are done, we hit export. And on export, I'm going to save it to my phone, but you can also share it directly to family and friends because this is why we are into photography and why we love photography, just to share the love, right? So on screen, we are going to see what we learned, how to quickly edit a landscape in seconds. Number 1, usually you want to add brightness and contrast. We're going to add some color and as well add some sharpness. And with these 3 tools that we learned, Tune Image, Details, and HDR Landscape, you guys have the control in your hands and you have the power to wow people. So if you do feel that you learned something and you want to have incredible photos, hit that subscribe button because we're here every day at noon to help you make incredible photos. I am Giselle Behrens for Photo TV NYC, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new photo. Bye guys!